shock befell our princess when she learned who was to be her next adversary, for he was not only powerful, but dangerously cunning.
And hello, welcome back to the Settlers, the next mission, where we're going to fight an alchemist, it seems.
I have very troublesome news, my lady. A dark cloud has appeared on the horizon.
Another adversary?
Yes. Dracorian, Lord Wolvering's most fearsome warrior, seeks control of the laboratory. I am sure he has only the most malicious of intentions.
But then we must stop him. But how are we to face this darkest of nights?
The way we face all our opponents, with a perfect plan.
Let's hope that we have a plan.
Princess
and
Zoe,
Dracorian's
it's a pleasure
castle.
to finally meet you. I hear your conquests have been quite successful. Nonetheless, I suggest you turn back now. I would hate to cause you suffering.
He doesn't seem to be too hostile, right? Hidden away in a huge crater lives the alchemist.
This dreadful dark night knocking at my door makes me really nervous. If only somebody could help me and either send me coins or novices. With coins I could pay my mercenaries. With novices my studies could continue while I seek refuge.
I suggest you send a trader to the sector with the 2 gold mines. With your treasure of coins, he can bribe all the soldiers there and conquer it peacefully.
Alrighty, and let's start with that. So I think we're going with the clerics then, because it's much easier to produce beer and stuff like that. But let's have a look as well on the map in general. So we're here, we have some unclaimed territories here. Here we have Dracorian, and I think, oh, there's the marketplace, alright. And here we have the monastery 1, there we have the laboratory with the dragon symbol on it. Now, let's have a look at that. He's over here, and we have to, I think, send him something. Dracorian is breaking the law. He's still blocking the passage to the laboratory. Alright, and he's got a mighty tower there. And capture his fortress and break through. That's what we need to do. So in order to get to him, either with that, I think we can also just... Oh, we get the same cutscene again, okay. I don't know how we can send the clerics, and I think we still need to fight him though. And we have no one here right now in our army, so we're really starting from scratch there. We do have a forest over here already with the lodge there, the woodcutter and the sawmill, and here we have another hunter. So we're going to have another woodcutter and another sawmill. Right, so that we have at least 2 plank productions up and running. We also already have the export office, so we really have a lot here actually already. Constructor, we have another residence here, quite a lot of residences there. And we have a farm with 2 grain barns, a mill, 2 grain here and a mill. Looking good actually. Here we have some fishing grounds, so let's also have a lodge here real quick to have more plain food. Right, and here we have then a fisher who can do that. And we could actually also have... yeah, why not? Another woodcutter here and some planks here with a sawmill. So we really have lots of that production there. Do we have stone anywhere? Let's have a look at that as well. I don't see any stone production here so far. Nope. So I think we'll need to go with the stone there as well. We do have some stone in store, and we do have quite a big defense here in the next sector. So 20 soldiers. And we can actually do it now, so we can actually send clerics there. It would cost us 14 clerics to take this sector, or we could bribe them with 45 coins. That's a lot though. And then we have coal then, but that's it. Okay, and then we have another sector that's weaker. Okay, so it would probably only take, yeah, 6 clerics or 11 coins. We can already do that. We could already go for this one here, where we have some gold over here, but still no stone as far as I can see. Nope. So stone is a problem then, because I really can't see any stone there. Nope, there's no stone close by. Okay, so that's that. Let's have a look what else we do need. So we have the butcher here. The hunter is though over here somewhere. There's a hunter, very good, and we also should have a second hunter on the other side. No, there's no meat here anyway. Okay, so we only have one hunter for now. Probably not enough though for the butcher. And conquer the gold mine sector. So that's this one here with take over the sector with the gold mines. And we can decide how we want to do that, either with the clerics or with gold. And since we do have coin, let's just do that right away, right? We can do that. We have the export office as well. So that's over here. No. It's over here, right? That's the one. And let's deliver the gold. So the gold is now being delivered then to my export office, and then to the district here. So that's the first important thing. And the second one is my beer production. So do we have some breweries already? Yeah, we actually have 2 breweries already. Let's have another one over here for the grain farms. That should be enough then. And then we do need a church, and hopefully it doesn't cost us too much. We can actually unlock it. We are at prestige level 4. That's a bit confusing though, that you start a mission with so many things unlocked already. But I guess it reduces the tiresome build up, which kind of repeats itself. There are going to be some missions later in the campaign where we really have to start from scratch on a big and massive map. With no real quest anymore other than defeating the enemy. And once they hit, we still want to build up a town, you know, and not be tired of it. So we do need a church though. Usually I want to have the churches more in the center, but in this case we can't have that, because we also need some ornaments around it then, and I don't have the space at the moment, so we will have to have the church, the chapel here somewhere else, like here. That's not really a place I like to have. Let's have it here, yeah. So that we still have some room here then for ornaments. And boy, do we have lots of plain food. So clerics will really not be a problem with that many breweries as well. There we have it, 14 beer. Right, and more research options are available now too. So we have animal husbandry. Production of pig breeders, horse breeders and shepherds is decreased to an average of 45. Production time. Okay, now that was a bit confusing. I thought production was decreased. And this one here, yeah, increases my wood production. And here prestige is increased by 2 levels, so that's that. And here we have armies regenerate 5 times faster and take over sectors twice as quickly. So that's going to be important as well, since there will be some battles, I think. Now for the this sector here is no problem, so we will have that soon. This sector here though will require us 14 clerics, so we have to do that. For that I will also need another residence. Probably we could build it somewhere here. Yep, something like that. And probably a second one here. Okay, so we still have some room as well for the minor production buildings there. what's happening with the bribery. We do have 11 coins now. Oh, we do need a hawker, I think, to send it though. Yeah, we do need a hawker, and that requires... Oh, we have it actually. The garments there. They're being transported now over here. Now we have a hawker, and he delivers now the gold coins, the 11, to that district there. Now, with that we could produce more coins, which we probably will do. And 45 coins. Well, that actually might also be possible.
The gold sector is yours. Now you will soon be able to produce coins on your own.
Right, let's have a storehouse here once again. We do have a tavern here, so we could also sell beer now and purchase tools with gold. We also have the geologist working area and take over with that. Where is the gold? There it is. Mountain shelter. It's a bit tight in here, so I can't build it here. So we will have the mountain shelter here. And then we'll have a work area that is then working over there. So let's have the gold mine. And here we have the coal. Do we have coal in store? Yes, we have 30 coal in store. Quite a lot. So I will have 2 gold miners here. And they will have a work area. And I just placed this one here as the work area. So they have to work up here. Storehouse is already finished. So now it's just that one there. And I think that's all there is in this district there, right? Wood and gold, yes, that's it. And here we have wood, iron and coal. And yeah, we could also now go for the cleric. So let's have 6 for now. I think it's faster to just have the clerics in this case. So we just really need beer, and we can have like 26 clerics. Water and grain. Perhaps we should have another farm. I think another farm might be right. We could have that over here. There's still empty space here. Or... Nope. There is no fertile ground here for a farm on the other district. So we have to have it here. Well, nope. Not really. What we can do though is we could push the production here with plain food. You know, and the workers will then work 2 times faster. Might be an option to boost it. Now that we have the novices. How many do I need? It was over here. 14. That's really not much. So let's just go with that as well. We have 6 already. So let's have another 8, and then we have 14. We can afford that. And then we can actually already take over this sector there too without using any military. And yeah, very good. My mountain shelters are now producing gold. So 2 times here. And that means I can also have a mint now. Actually, let's have 2. For that, I will need... Oh, we don't have higher residences here now. The noble residence. So we'll need a noble... There we have it. A noble one. But I want to have one closer here down to the town center too. Let's have another pathway here. And then I can have a noble residence. Very good. And there we can have a gold mint. And the second one probably... Yeah, here. Alright. And tools is also getting low there. So we should probably think about purchasing some tools here. We could do that. Toolmaker, he needs iron. We don't have that anymore, but we have iron ore, so we could actually have a smelter. I think we will need to have a mountain shelter for that. Yeah, there's the iron smelter. Yeah, so let's have one down here where we can produce some iron bars. Very good, we have 14 clerics. Let's send them down here and take over this district. And there are 14 clerics are coming out. Quite a lot. I wonder what they're doing in there. If they really take that sector then. Very good. And the gold mines are also working now, producing us some coins. We do need that. And tools is though really, really running low now. Yeah, and this one's already producing. I love how easy and fast and uncomplicated it is to start production in other sectors, you know. So I just created this one here, and he's already got coal and the iron ore here already and can work on it. That's really cool. It works really fast, so the carriers are transporting it quickly there. As you can see, more and more are being transported over there now.
Excellent! We gained access to the watermill. This will help you get coins faster.
Right, the watermill we have here, so that's another special building. With that we can now purchase planks, or we can sell logs, which is rather easy to produce.
If you want to help the alchemist by trading.
I will also need a storehouse here once again.
Another option is to produce coins on your own.
And
by
the mountain
using
shelter.
Gold from the mine located in the new sector. Princess, it is up to you how you want to help the alchemist. He is in despair and urgently needs you.
Yes, yes, I'm working on that. And here we have a second mountain shelter, because there we have the iron mine. So we need the iron miner here. And over here we'll need the, I think that's coal, yeah. The coal miner that we have there. And I'm totally out of tools now, so hopefully we are producing some bars. He's already working on it, and there's another iron bar being transported now. So we are producing tools again on ourselves as well. And how many logs do we have? 6 logs, 12 logs we have. So I could actually go with selling a bit of that if I wanted to. Alright, down here we have now the enemy. We need to cross him in order to get to the alchemist. And attack Dracorian and free the path would be now the next quest. So in this case I will probably need... What I can see is that we can't hire any soldiers in this mission. That means that I will probably have to build it myself. Right, let's go with another prestige object here. Let's have it at the church. Little garden there. So now we have the next level. And can we go for... Nope, it doesn't seem like that. So I think we still have this one here locked. How can I get soldiers then? That's strange. I haven't seen it yet though. There's the tavern. Oh, there's another tab here. Okay, so there we can have it. And there we can recruit our soldiers then. Musketeers and pikemen. So in this case we can actually start with that already. Let's have 3 of each type for now. Actually, let's have 4 musketeers, because there's a tower here, so we'll need lots of musketeers then. And I also want to recruit another 6 novices for the researching. And that will mean, of course, that I need to produce a bit more beer and also gold now. So we should have the gold. Yeah, the mints are working. Very good. So I'm producing some coin here now. And about the tools. No, we produce the tools ourselves. Otherwise it would be just way too expensive to afford all of that. We do have now the miners here active. This one here is lacking tools, so we need to wait. He needs to wait for some tools there. And here we can actually sell some logs now for coins, which we should do, since it's really easy to produce logs. And let's get rid of that sawmill there. Gives us back 1 tool, and we don't need that many sawmills anymore. We have really a lot of planks anyway. 61. That should be quite enough. Right, and yeah, we are now also recruiting finally some soldiers there. So 2 more musketeers. We have the resources for that. And we also have quite a high population cap limit. The thing is, we don't have the ballista tech here in this episode, so in this mission here, so it will be harder to conquer that tower. This one's a pretty good one that we should focus on. I don't know why we have animal husbandry here. I don't think we need that so far. Right, so let's also research a bit. So here we have the geology. Let's go with that. And I could also go for a second one. Armies regenerate 5 times faster. Takeovers twice as fast. I think that's a good one. Yeah, let's go with this one here. So exercise, my armies are just a bit healthier than overall. This will cost me 6 clerics, and I think we don't need more of them for now. And rather save it on soldiers. Or we can have 1 more musketeer. Let's have 2 more musketeers in this case. My mints are working. How's the toolmaker looking? Toolmaker is not doing anything. Oh, now he's working again. For at least another tool there. And I just love how detailed it is. And that's the tools. Well, that was quick. So we at least have 3 tools, so he can work now very good. He's not sleeping anymore. My clerics are still on the way. And how's my soldiers looking? 1 more musketeer. Let's have another 2 more. So we have 5. Actually, we have then 7 musketeers. And as you can see, they're just walking past the enemy, the hostile sectors here, so no problem. They really just want to go where actually? I think they're, yeah, to the monastery, Science Monastery. Boy, do we have a lot of beer. Not so much grain, that's good. So the grain is being used by everyone. Even though I think we don't have enough grain. Shouldn't be that much of a matter now. So we can still produce. And that's the important one. So let's just wait until we have enough musketeers ready so we can attack this sector here. And then we can go for the alchemist there. Alright, yeah, after a bit of waiting, I think we now have a big enough army, so 15 soldiers there. I've also found something else that we can do. So 2 things that we have here. We have another marketplace where we can trade the garments that we have for gold. And we do have quite a lot of garments still. So let's trade 2 more, so 6 more garments here. We should still have enough. Then we even have gold rings. Look at that. Let's also sell 4 of those gold rings here for 8 coins. With those coins, then we can have more soldiers in the future, you know. And my trader, I only have 1 at the moment, but he's not consumed, so we can use him again and again. It takes a bit of time, but we get the money in return. Now, something else here with the prestige is that we can now unlock a geologist. Now, the geologist we can add here in the mountain shelters. And he can now, so he works instead of a coal miner, for example, the geologist, and he just unlocks more of that minerals in here, more of that stone, like more coal, for example. So I will have a second coal mine here that is then working as a geologist that is replenishing the ore that we have here and the coal, and so my coal miner can work longer. However, it's not really fast the way he replenishes it, you know, not like it's full again or something like that. So it will, I think, by 50% reduced, but we can still get something out of it. And I think that's important. So we're going to have the same thing here, and we're definitely going to have the same thing here with the gold then once this runs out, so we have a bit of more well, ore coming in then instead of that. Now that's that, so we are also getting a bit more money here, and I think it's now time to finally attack Dracorian over here with our army. And I'm really worried a bit about the musketeers here in this case, because they're not making as much damage, because we don't have the ballista research here for the 50% increased damage or 33% increased damage on towers. And that will definitely affect the performance of my musketeers against that tower there. But 18 should still be enough, I hope so. Otherwise, this is going to take much longer than expected. And about the geologists, we do have some more hints here that we can use. And I really, really love how the game, you know, introduces you to more mechanics the more you play. So it gets really complex because those mechanics work together, of course. You know, they're intertwined. After a certain amount of time in the game, they work just so well together with the trading and the missions and the clerics that you have to have. So that's really cool, and it's just amazing when you have an opponent that uses all those techniques as well, and you're really fighting sector for sector. That is just something beautiful, and we'll see that at some point. Now here we have the tower. Yeah, it's not really much damage. Look at that, he's already killed one of mine. The second musketeer is down. Oh, this is not looking good. Okay, I've almost lost 4 musketeers now. I love how the pikemen in the back just look there, you know, just watch it. Yeah, I'm losing quite a lot of musketeers here, oh my. But he's doing not so much damage anymore. That's at least something. Yeah, that should work though, because he's not doing much damage anymore. Very good. One more volley, that should be it done. Very good, so that's that. Now we fight against his soldiers, so there's 6 of them. Only pikemen as far as I can see, no musketeers. And that really shouldn't be a problem there either. Right. Okay, only one left, and that's it. And then we have the sector here, defeated him. What I don't like though is if we take a sector that all the buildings are gone, you know, like I can't use the buildings. Why should I lose them all the time? But yes, now we take it. Did we research it? I think... Yes, we researched the taking us quickly, and look at that, how fast this one's filling up now. He's going back to his, yes, next district here, while we took the sector. Dracorian's troops have been defeated.
Princess, you are blessed with land and title. Why get your pretty little hands dirty in Tandria?
Do not belittle me, Dracorian. If my hands are strong enough to wield a sword, then they are strong enough to defeat you.
So it is your lust for battle that drives you?
Not at all. I loathe war. I fight only for Tandria's freedom.
You do not even know the meaning of the word, let alone would you fight for it. I suspect another reason.
Suspect all you want. Your days are counted. Tandria will be free again.
Okay, I don't know who the evil guy here is though. Is it us? Or is it really Dracorian and the rest of them? Because we just say we want to free the people, but yet we're fighting. Now, the path to the alchemist is open. And send help to the alchemist now. How can we help him? We could help him by sending him 40 coins, protection money, or we can send him 10 clerics for temporary replacement. Yes, let's do that. I think the 10 clerics are much easier, very good, to produce than the 40 coins, even though we'd almost have them because I'm selling so much on the trade market. right? We still have lots of gold coins. But yeah, I think it's better to just get those clerics. And yeah, stone is really running out, so there's no way on this map here, it seems, to actually have any stone production. There's stone production over here in the next sector then, but that's about it. Right, so we now have to wait a bit for the clerics there, so 10 of them. Alright, we have the 10 clerics now, so let's send them over here to the alchemist. Send them. We could also now send them money, doesn't matter. And the alchemist can't bear Dracorian's threatening presence any longer. Send him some of your novices to replace him in his laboratory and continue his studies while he seeks refuge. Okay, and what I also did now is construction of a storehouse here, and we also need 7 planks to repair the towers here, just in case. Perhaps he comes back again for us, you know, who knows. And for that we'll need it. And here, yeah, we don't have any coal anymore, so we can also say now geologist. And he's now digging deeper, I think, to get more coal. And let's just have a look how much that really is. While my clerics are on the way. There they are. And as you can see, that was 1. Oh! He's not replenishing it per se, we just need to put them on geologist. So they go in there anyway, it seems. And it is stone though that they're getting out of that. Oh, and he replenished it now. Okay, so it's a small chance of replenishing it and also getting some other things out, like stone for example. Okay, that's interesting, I didn't know that. So, by the looks of it, let's have a... Okay, they're replenishing it now. And this one too, so stone might be a fluke. So having 2 geologists, it would be actually useful to have 3 geologists then as well. And something like that. And there are my clerics coming now into the alchemist valley. Whatever he's doing there with that stone or whatever that is in the center there. And they're in here now, right? Yeah.
Turn back while you still can, princess.
Your help was greatly needed, princess. I'll never forget what you did for me.
Excellent! Your clerics have begun with the alchemist's studies. He successfully escaped from his laboratory. Congratulations, my princess. Dracorian's efforts have been rendered useless. What a perfect waste of his dedication. His shining armor is now scratched and bent.
I fear we've only angered him, and now must dread his retaliation.
The retaliation shall be ours for all he has done to our king. Dracorian will pay for treachery.
You speak as if the king's grudge was your own.
A crime committed against my king is a crime committed against me.
Alright, and that has been the mission. Stay tuned.
You were successful. Zoe's earlier triumph over Dracorian seemed insignificant now that she had to defeat him on his own grounds.
We have reached a pivotal point in our campaign, my lady. A victory over Dracorian will be a huge blow to Lord Wolvering's forces.
Then I hope I will not fail at our efforts.
I suggest we proceed with caution. It is now of the utmost importance that we keep a clear head.
And what if we lose?
Do not let fear get into your head. I have a plan. All we need to do is stick to it. Princess, Dracorian is said to be a great warrior who controls a very large and dangerous army. To overcome him, you will have to use your troops efficiently. You will need more than pikemen or musketeers to defeat him. For this battle, we'll need cavaliers.
I'm warning you, Princess. This time I shall not stand down.
Alright, and welcome to the first real mission kind of in this game that is not a tutorial anymore. We are now fighting Dracorian directly. We have lots of new things here that we can look out for. Now, cavalry as a new unit. We have the stronghold where new types of soldiers can be recruited and trained. So we don't need the inn anymore. We have new generals and also some new products that we can use. And very important, from now on, we do have the victory points. Now, the victory points is something that defines the Settler 7. In this case, who has more victory points wins the game. Just like, for example, with the Settlers of Catan, if you know that game. Now here, we have the victory points that we can earn during this mission here. So we do have a special sector. If we conquer this one here, we get the victory points. If we have more sectors than the adversary, we do get a victory point. We can have a victory point if we have more prestige levels than the enemy, if we have more soldiers, and if we have more coins, and also if we solve this quest here in the Enchanted Forest. Now those are the victory points. Whoever has 3 wins the game in this case. So we should probably start quite soon now, right? In this very empty town here. In order to start first, let's have a look what we need. We do, of course, need some wood and some meat as well. We do have a palisade here that has a little open space here, as we can see. So that's a perfect location for the lodge to begin with. Now over here, and with the lodge comes then a hunter, a woodcutter and a sawmill. And let's have a path going now to the center. Here we have our city center, where we can also have a few paths going then out of it, as we can see just over here, where we are going to have also a mine over here. So a mountain shelter, that's what we need just over here. And then we have like 2 quarries here for now that get us the stones that we need. Now we have that. Do we have another open space anywhere we can do something? Nope. So this is all closed here. It's really just this spot here. So we should focus on getting a new territory as soon as possible. And we do have one over here that we could bribe. We could also send some novices over there. That would be the better way, I guess. Now let's see the next step here. Now that we have a smaller wood production and stone production up, is, well, probably a farm. Yes, we do need some food as well. So we have a grain barn here and a grain barn here and a windmill, and we can use one of our houses here, the residence, right away actually. But let's just build another residence. We do need more of them anyway. So here we have some ornaments there in the middle, as you can see. I'm always a bit hesitant of destroying them. I don't know, I just love the look of those ornaments there. So let's just have the residence somewhere here. Yeah, I guess this is a good spot. And we can actually fit in something here. And there we have the brewery then as a building here. And I guess the bakery might also be a good decision. So we have some beer and some bread right away. We don't have a fishing spot so far. So we do also need a sector with a fishing spot. Let's have a look at the map there, shall we? Now we are down here. And our adversary is, yeah, I guess over here. So he's got already some sectors here. He's conquering this sector, and he's already got this one here. There's a quest sector. Here's the research, and we are down here. So the next sector would be this one here with lots of resources, and here we also have fish, so we should really focus on those 2 sectors as quickly as possible. And since the military is quite expensive, oh, we actually have 10 soldiers. That's a lot though, so we could actually go for more soldiers by recruiting them. Yes, I think this is a good way of dealing with that. We do have gold and coal in the storehouse, so we could just get a bit more money with a noble residence here. So let's have it here and then have a mint here where we can produce some gold. That's quite important. And also, we probably will also want a second noble residence for the butcher that we have here now. Alrighty, so they're in the middle. We do have that, we do have that. They're working now, very good. And he's got a victory point there, but no problem so far, because he's just got more soldiers, as far as I can tell. We do have lots of space over here though. So this might be a very good location here for a second farm, where we just get the grain. You know, because we do need more beer, so they can just grow everything over here, far away from the city center there. Now here, what I want to have is another road, without destroying those tiles though. So that's looking good so far. We also have some stone. Let's speed up the game there a bit, because we were on the smallest one. We do have the mission now here, win the map with the victory points and use your military to conquer sectors. So we actually do have the clear instruction of not using our clerics there. We do have quite a few tags here that we can research. Geology is quite important. Ornamentation is also important because it gives us the edge of prestige points. Okay, we are running a bit short now of wood, of planks. That was to be expected. And I think, no, we do have a well here in the middle. Very good. And now more buildings are coming up. Very good. We do have now a brewery and a bakery. We still have enough tools, so that's fine. And the butcher is also now coming up. Very good. The mint should be working, yep, for some gold. And over here we would have some ornaments, so let's also do that. We do have a bit of stone, so let's just use 6 stone for 2 ornaments that we can have. Let's just use it down here at the castle. Right, and that gives us a new prestige level, and with that we can now upgrade, especially here, our middle pack, which is important for the church. So now we can build a church, and also the stronghold, where we can then recruit armies, which is a bit, I think, cheaper than a tavern. It doesn't cost us gold, but rather iron and stuff like that. Alright, here the grain barn is finished, the second one is coming up. That means that we can also have a second brewery. We do need that then for the clerics. And we could go for some weapons as well, but no, let's not do too many things at once. I really want to focus on that second sector. How much beer do we have? Yeah, not much, that's the problem here. So I would really like to go for some more soldiers so that we can take that sector here. There are 9 soldiers in there, so we need at least, I think, 15 in order to make this work, so that we don't lose that many. Right, so we are recruiting 2 more now over here. So this is now the classical skirmish map that you can play, and now with the campaign we also do have a bit of a story here in the background, you know, so we have a big sector up here where we can do something, I guess, and we do have a quest sector. Where do we have the quest sector? Here, there's the quest sector. So that we need to fill a quest, you know. For example, we could deliver him 10 sausages, and I don't like vegetables for the enchanted forest where there is someone in here, and this would give us a victory point. delivering him the 10 sausages. That's quite important. We could also go for 3 clerics here. That would give us a free passage of the district, of the sector here. And top dog, we could conquer it, and that would give us the thunderstorm, so that we could summon and kind of do some damage to the enemy's territory. And in this case, we want to have the victory point, and 10 sausage is not really much. We are already producing that, so that is one of my first goals. Just while we also get those other districts here. Now, this district here will require some novices, and we can have them soon. We already do have some beer, we're already getting a stone, so in this case, let's also get a church up and running. Shall we do that? Now, the church, where could we have the church? We could have the church over here somewhere in the middle. So in this case, we would get rid of the ornaments here. They're not really much of use anyway. Then we have the church in the middle. You usually have the church in the middle of every town center, so let's just do that here as well. Just costs us a bit of stone there and planks. Right, and we also get another pikeman here, so we can conquer that sector then. There we got him, so we have now 13 soldiers against the 9. That's okay, but it's too close. I want to have one more pikeman there. So we are producing some gold there already. And the other district I'm going to take with the church then. Once we have the materials, right now we don't. And I think what we also will have is a second bakery that we can have here. So since we have lots of space, it's totally fine to have more of those farms there, you know, so they're really efficient when it comes to producing stuff. So just here we have another street where we can then have a farm over here where we're going to have another grain barn, and here we're going to have another windmill. And then we could have, for the cavalry we do need stables, so it does need a lot of grain though for the horses. So I'm a bit hesitant. We can use this here one then for horses later, so we get the cavalry up and running. And it seems like we already have 10 of them, right? So we do have quite a good military so far. What are they consisting of? Only pikemen and musketeers, so I think my cavalry might be pretty strong against them. They're not lancers, you know, they are not lancemen. I mean, after all, they are just... No, actually, pikemen are pretty strong against the cavalries in general. I don't know. We'll just see that then. Right, the church is still waiting. Now we do have the resources, so someone should be building it soon, hopefully. We do have 10 sausages, so we could deliver it now over here, but I think we will need export office, right? We do need the export office. So now construction on the church begins. They really just waited to have enough materials then for this building here. Okay, it's still 5 more, and we have quite a lot of stone though on planks as well, so some planks are being used then on the farm here. And the export office for the victory point. Do we have a trading sector as well down here? What are the trades looking like? We could get some coin out of this one, but we shouldn't focus on too many things at once. That's always the problem, you know, because then you just lose. Let's have the cemetery here. That gives us good prestige points for a bit of stone. There we are on prestige level 3 now, so we can build the, or I think we can upgrade the constructor. And we also get some rewards now, so every time that we fulfill something or we get a new prestige point or we get some population upgrades, we do get rewards here like quest items, and then we can choose what we want here to go for, you know. So we do have enough tools for the moment. I think we're pretty good on the stone too, so let's go with the planks in this case. I like that system, so it speeds up the build-up process of the game. Let's have one more pikeman and then we can attack the sector. And in the church now, we can, yeah, go for some novices, so 6 of them for now. And we definitely also do need more plain food though. It's not looking good there. There's the farm. Now we produce the grain barn, the windmill, and yeah. Bakeries are still working, that's good, but we do need another windmill here, otherwise they won't be working anymore soon. And we do get a new reward because we reached 40, I guess. And in this case, we do have the planks. How much stone do we have? 8 stone. Let's go with stone for now. Right, so then we can go for the export office soon. There it is, we can afford it now. Export office, a typical building here in the center. I guess, so we can't place it here now. Let's have a look. Like that, now we can place it. Very good. There's the export office then coming up. So that we need that for the sector to get a victory point. We also do want to have more sectors than him. Oh, well, actually, he's got that victory point. So what we could do is having more prestige than him. So right now we need at least 5 prestige. That's a victory point. The special sector is a victory point already. So that's 2. So now, well, we could have more soldiers than him. We're pretty close on that too. That might be something that he hasn't gotten yet. And, oh, that's quick. Export office is already coming up too. Right, and now we have the windmill up here. So we do get a bit of flour. There we have the export office. And we do need 1 really. And then we can deliver the sausages to the special district. Oh, and we also need to have another residence. In this case, let's go for another noble residence. Over here. We still have... yeah, here. And another normal residence, I guess, over here. Right, so our town is growing. We do have the export office ready. Let's send the sausages. 10 sausages, we can afford that. That's the first victory point then. Being delivered now to the export office. And now he's on the way here with the 10 sausages to the special district. Very good. And the next step would be to conquer our first territory over here, where 9 soldiers are waiting against our little army here. Can we recruit something? No, we can't. And we do need that district over there because it's gold, coal and iron. So it's a very, very rich district. And there the enemy army is coming out. And we got the victory point for the enchanted forest. So that's easy. We've won that one. The cavalry is quite strong, and I don't think that we have this paper scissor system here where they can where pikemen are that much stronger or something like that, you know. So we just took this sector now. Very good, it's ours. And we actually still have 9 soldiers. So over here we have another 9 waiting, and we could just, yeah, get a few more soldiers up and then get this one. Or we can use clerics for that, or we use the clerics for research. We do have already a few clerics now, and this would give us some prestige points here too. If you remember, we do need research point, victory points there for the victory point, the prestige points. Now that sector is ours. We do need more sectors though, and that quickly. Now we can get the ore and stuff like that to produce weapons, you know. So that's ours now. Very good. We do get some rewards for that as well. So in this case, building materials or some ore or some tools. In this case, I want to go with tools because I really don't want to produce any tools in the future. And save some space there. And here we have the storage house now that we need. And then we have 2 mountain shelters that we need here. Right, 2 of them. This one here is 2 times for gold. And this one here is 1 time for coal and 2 times for iron. We do need that then for the weapons. And here we have 1 iron smelter. So he's then going to make iron bars out of that. And with that we can then craft us some weapons. That's this district. Coal, oh yeah, gold is out. So we definitely do need more gold. It's coming soon then. And we do have now 6 novices. Can we take this one here? No, it takes 9 novices. Okay, that's my mistake. So let's take this district there with the novices. So 3 more. That's fine, you know. So we can save some soldiers, build up the army and get another district then with the army without losing too many. Right, this one here looks pretty good for that. And also here. So lots of districts. Oh, there we have lots of fishes here as well that we need. That's the important one. So our opponent has 1. We have 1. So at the moment it's even. But we should not be slacking there. There we have another prestige level now. With that we could upgrade the residences or the stronghold or the streets. And we do the streets because with the streets you can now upgrade the streets here for a bit of stone and make them much faster. So transportation between 2 sectors then, for example, is much faster with that. And we still have 5 stones, so we could actually go for prestige level 5 right away. But we can also get that with a bit of research then. And we really don't have any plain food. That's a problem. Though we do have 11 sausages again. Can we sell that? No, we can't sell the sausage anywhere. Trading routes, let's see. Nope. Nope. There's no available route for trading with sausages then. Over here, the storehouse is finished now. And we have now a builder that is going to build those mountain shelters there. And we have 16 tools, so we can use all those shelters then. That's important. And is there no district we can take over here? Nope. So it's the end, really. You know, this one here is the end, because there's only the special district then that we already have. And so we need to focus on this area here, so up to this point there. And here we are going to have a little clash then with the enemy, I think. Very good. Mountain Shelter 1 is finished. And the gold miner. And here you can see how much faster they are when on the streets there with stone. We still need 1 more novice. We should have the materials for that now. Very good. So 2 mountain shelters are up now. Here we get now 3 coal miner and iron miner for this area here. Very good. Perfect. So now this is looking good. This is now in full swing, active. And we do have now 9 novices as well. So let's send them over here. For this district here, we're going to have some animals again that we can hunt. And also some, trees for planks. And that's really it. This district really is just a filler one, as far as I can see. Unfortunately, they have all 9 soldiers, all those districts there, yeah. So they're pretty well guarded. And there our novices are on their way now. Yeah, we do need more plain food though. We don't have any flowers in store as far as I can see. Any flour. So they're getting it as soon as it's available. And it's really just those two bakeries there. Did we get something? Yeah, we do have the district now. It didn't get any message there, right? We do have some new rewards. The loser reward. I don't know why we get a loser reward. Probably because from the loser of this one here. I don't know. And oh, this is an interesting choice. Having that plain food. He's leading now with the Sun King, so he's got more prestige points than I have. And this is something we can easily counter. Also with this one here, I think. Yeah. So now we got 5 as well, and we need 1 more, so we can afford that. And that's been it. We do have the prestige levels, more sectors, and that was a bit surprising now, to be honest. Oh, okay, I didn't win. Now, that was a bit of a surprise there, why we have a cutscene. Okay, so second victory point. Your threat in this region is becoming critically dangerous to Dracorian. So he meets with Dracorian close to the front.
I now know the true reason for your conquest.
Please spare me more of your lies.
You were promised a crown by your father. That is your reason for being here.
And if it were so, is that in opposition to my freeing of Tandria?
It could be, knowing your father.
Leave him out of this. Tandria is not his business, but mine alone.
Alrighty, that's that. And now we just need 1 more victory point. And I need 1 more sector. And then we could have won. If he doesn't counter anything. So for this sector here, we do need 9 novices again. Or, yeah, so I think we'll focus on the novices or on the gold. With the gold we could get more soldiers. Right. What's the other reward here? The conquest reward. Some bread. Let's go with that. And then we can have the novices here. 9 novices. And then we can take the last district here and should have won by then, hopefully. As we can hear, lots of novices are being recruited right now. Conquer and hold the town sector. The special one. 3 more novices. Two more, very good. Let's also use fancy food here on those 2 there, so we can produce twice as much bread, you know, so each time they work, they produce, instead of 1, 2 bread. We should have used that for quite some time earlier, and would have saved us a bit there, I guess, but it's fine, we're still on good terms here. Here, in the meantime, we can have a new storehouse, so we shouldn't neglect any of our economy here, and have another lodging with a hunter, another forester, a woodcutter, and another sawmill there. Before we go for this district here then. Two more novices, come on, give it to me. There we have 3 bread, look at that, so it's quite a boost. And there's lots of flour coming in. Can we use sausages? Oh, we could use fancy food on that as well, but that's... no, that would be an overkill. Right, the bakers are working now, both of them. That's the important one. Let's watch them real quick. And there's the bread. Another 3 bread. That's enough now. We need 1 more novice. Come on. And then we should have won it if he doesn't counter it now. Oh no, he's got 4 sectors now, so now we need more again, obviously. And in this case, it's good because we started with the gold production here too, so we can also recruit some soldiers. That's important. There's the 9th one. Let's go for it. This sector here. Let's send them. And over here, oh, look at that. He's conquering this sector here now. So if he's losing enough soldiers, we could probably take him. He's conquering this one now, yeah. And we should also go for a 7th prestige point there. And look at that, he's losing soldiers. Very good. 5 soldiers only left. Is he actually losing this battle there? No, he's winning, but he lost a lot of soldiers. So he's only down to 5 now. So that's his now, but we can take it quickly. Let's move our army to this district here that we have then. Let's let him take it first. Because we have this one here now, and then we can move. You know, you can't jump over districts you don't own. So we need to own this one here, and it's a good and lucky point here now that we get it. And he's getting more soldiers again. 6, 7. Might be a close one. Now we have this sector there. What do we get out of it? Yeah, let's lose this one there, the basics. And we could increase our garden here. And then we have 7 points now, so geologist might be possible. Residence upgrade, but let's try to conquer him by force. He's got 7 soldiers, I have 11, so we should theoretically win this, but I don't know, I'm not sure about this. What I also want to have is a stronghold in the meantime, so we can have a stronghold over here. Where we can then also recruit soldiers ourselves, or train them ourselves. Now here's the real battle now against him. Oh, and there are more soldiers coming, you know, for him. That's really bad. Okay, it's looking good. Those cavalries are really strong, gotta say that. Yeah, and we win this battle here, and then we should take his sector and have more sectors than him. We have won the battle, very good. So bear in mind, this is of course the first real skirmish map with victory points and one of the easier missions that we have. Very good, but we got this one here. Let's conquer it. He's running away, and we should have won by now, if I understood the system correctly now. So we then have more districts or sectors than him. Yeah, now we have 3 victory points, and we need to wait 3 minutes now as a countdown. So he's got a last chance of doing something, and we definitely want to upgrade that sector here, just in case he attempts another attack on this one here. And I will also want to have a storehouse here then, just in case, and also a storehouse here that we just conquered. So that's that. Prestige level, he's at 6, I'm at 7, so I'm still fine on this one here. Enchanted Forest, he can't get this one back. And the Emperor, as long as we hold the district, we should theoretically be fine. And let's also have a look here at the stronghold that I have now. So here we can see we can now go for musketeers or pikemen, and it's cheaper, you know, they only cost 1 coin. The musketeers cost me 2 coin, and we could just then recruit some of them. Cavalry does need the horses in addition, so we do need horses then. And the cannon does need a wheel, 2 wheels actually, but they're quite expensive too. And we have 107 beers, so we can actually put them on idle here, the breweries. We don't need that much. And let's use 6 novices there. We can research something, you know, just in case it takes the prestige. We can then just take it with another technological advance here on those 2. Or even on this one here. 40 seconds. He's bumping up his military over here. And we can upgrade this sector here with 7 planks, which we're doing right now. It takes a bit of time though. With that, we would have a tower then here. You know, you could have it 1 upgrade with 1 tower, and you could then have a second upgrade with the stones to go with the stone tower. But in this case, yeah, we won that.
Hurrah, Princess! The Dark Knight is defeated!
You may have beaten me, but this victory will be of no advantage to your settlers.
Bravo, Princess! Dracorian is defeated. Tandria's crown will soon be ours.
But what of Dracorian? Has he been captured yet?
Not yet, my lady, but our troops are searching for him.
I will not celebrate until I know him behind bars.
You think that he is still a threat?
I shall not be at peace until I have seen defeat in his eyes.
You were successful.
Okay, thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.